the depths of the Tressendar Manor. Does someone want to give us a quick recap of what happened last week?
Noses.
All right, Matt.
Who's Matt?
Yeah, you are for now. We're not in character yet.
Oh, snap.
My character wants to give the rundown of what happened. So,
all right, Sigurd, give us a rundown.
Only in a New York voice.
No, I'm not gonna do that. We went into the Red Brand hideout, or at least what we believe to be the Red Brand hideout, that had all signs pointing at it as being the Red Brand hideout. We were down in the wine cellar, about to enter the lower part of the hideout. I went swimming in a pool and found some cool stuff that I'm not really sure why it was there, but thinking maybe I'll figure that out at some point. Then some dudes came out, we killed them. Then we went through a hallway, and Tanis was real bad at floors again. Ended up in a hole. And right before we ended, we got into a pretty cool battle against some skeletons that I'm still not positive our party actually figured out what was causing them to animate or how to stop them from doing it, but needless to say, we stopped them from doing it at least enough to leave that room and hold up in what we believe to be the Red Rand's armory, which is where we're at right now. And we all took a bunch of stuff.
Pretty sure we figured out my boot was the answer.
That's true. Varian did kick him in the face a couple times, or somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, I think the skeletons are probably not done, unfortunately. But we took a short rest in the armory and locked the door behind us, so we're kind of in a little, at least somewhat secure area right now.
Didn't we lock all the skeletons in the sarcophagi that were there?
Yeah, all of them got put in the one that was on fire, and then we closed the lid, and supposedly the fire went out, although I don't believe that a sacred flame will go out even without it. So, whatever. And I don't know. But they were starting to like slowly pull back together when we put them all too close together. So I don't know. We'll see. Something's gonna happen probably. And the map is 180 degrees in the other direction from where it was last week, so it's really tripping me out.
Would you like me to flip it?
No.
Okay, good.
Just recap.
Oh, that is weird. I need to just flip my paper then.
So yeah, that is a good recap. So you guys are in the armory. You took a short rest. Some of you hit some hit dice. You were kind of damaged. What would you like to do?
Onward. Onward to waffles.
Let's go back out and go through that other door.
I'd like to take another spear before we leave, Ricky.
Yeah, absolutely. Yours.
I decided I'm going to do some elaborate stilt maneuvers later on that I can't do with just one. So.
Very well. So what's your guys' marching order? How are you coming out of this room?
I'm first. Yes.
What?
I'm the doorman. Varian's first.
Yeah, okay, got it.
I will come stealth behind him second.
I'll
How do you
be
know
somewhere
you're second if you're still?
trying to avoid as many holes as possible.
Trying to what?
Trying to avoid as many holes as possible.
Reasonable.
Got him.
I got you guys kind of like this. Carrick being near the back with you, Tanis. That's another thing we should point out. One of our intrepid members cannot be here tonight, but I will kind of act out some of his stuff. Hopefully, I can do him justice.
Just start working out, and then that's all you need to do.
Well, my workouts need to do workouts. Anyway, so you guys are leaving the room. So as you guys are kind of filing out through this thin hallway of stone back behind the armory, Varian, you get out back into the crypt room, and as you file out, Sigurd, you notice, just based on your knowledge of stonework, as you exit the door out of the armory, directly ahead of you, there's something not quite right about the stonework of the wall. Just in a small area right in front of you.
In the small hallway, or are we in the big room now?
In the small hallway. So you're in the small hallway, and as you're exiting the door, one of the bricks is just not the right color for the area, and there's another brick on top of it that is slightly out of place in the formation.
What ho, Cyrus? Turn to your right, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Look at those bricks there. Something seems off to me.
What seems off about them?
It just, I come from a long line of stonemasons, and I've built a hell of a lot of things that don't move very much, and those just seem like they could be manipulated somehow. The coloration is off. It doesn't look like that one fits there with the rest.
Can I reach these miscolored stones?
Yeah, they're about eye level for you.
Eye level for me. Okay. I'm gonna walk over to them and see if I can investigate to see if I can, see any sort of red brand clue and or a trap for us.
Okay. So
maybe it's something I might recognize from when I was with them.
Investigation check.
11.
So you look around for any sort of clue, scratching on the wall, anything like that. There's no real clue anywhere, in the general vicinity on this. You look in about a 5-foot section. You don't see anything that's obvious. Also checking for traps. You're looking for a mechanism, something, that might trigger a trap in the wall, and you don't really see anything obvious there either.
Sigurd, I'm gonna try to pry one of these away. You'll heal me if I get real deaded, right?
I got you.
Okay. I'm gonna take out my crowbar and see if I can move one of the stones.
Okay, so you roll a strength check with advantage.
13.
Okay, so you put your crowbar and you try to get into the stone and pry, but instead of the door or the stone coming out towards you to try and pry it out, it's slow. You hit it, and the whole section, what looks like stone, slowly slides a couple inches in. It like it's on a hinge.
Did you guys see that? I think there might be a door here, or some sort of hidden compartment.
Door, you say?
Varian, doorman.
Can we send the Dorfin to look at it?
Go ahead.
Can anybody or I guess who can see this clearly?
I mean, in the hallway, you guys can kind of jostle for position, but basically right now it's Sigurd, Cyrus, and you've got Carrick peeking over your shoulder.
I'm in the middle of them, aren't I?
Yeah, you're not really. You guys are switched positions. I mean, Varian knows that there's a door. He heard that there is, but he's still in the kind of crypt room.
All right. I'm gonna try to push a little farther then and see what happens if something actually opens, since something started to.
Okay. So you give it a solid push, and it does. There is a hinge, and it swings open.
Varian, it's all you, buddy.
I make my way to the front and kind of go into.
Actually, Varian, can I get a perception check?
I am perceiving at a level of 5.
Okay. Noted. Okay, so you turn around and head out into the other room.
Boom. What do I see?
You see the dungeon master?
Dan, crotch cam. Matt, did you see this yet?
See what? Yeah, I saw it before you got it.
Oh. But you didn't see it full with beer.
I did not. Damn it. Annie. Ruin it.
I can't drink out of it before I give it to him. Come on.
Wrong.
Matt can. I mean, Sigurd can.
Is it dark down here?
Well, wait, are you about to pull a prank? Because I was just about to pull a prank.
I'm just wondering, generally speaking, are there like torches on the walls, or is it like generally pretty dark?
There are some torches in here. The ones that you've encountered so far have been sort of recently lit.
I don't like that.
I love
Or
it.
not lit a long time ago.
So while Varian is entering the room and you're doing your stuff, I would just like to casually act like I'm looking around at the other walls and things like that, but maneuver my way behind Sigurd, and I'm going to very quietly tie the bell that I have in my inventory to the back of his belt.
Okay. Roll a sleight of hand check, and Sigurd, roll perception.
Isn't he already like one giant bell?
I was gonna say, did you need to add too much?
I mean, it's going to annoy him. He's not going to know.
18.
23. Booyah.
Okay, you have a bell tied to your belt loop.
What are we talking about? Bell? Like a little dingle bell, or like a
It's
a,
like
like to be a hand
it's
bell.
about a 1-inch diameter bell. And now we rotated the map 90 degrees just to confuse everyone.
Oh my god, I have no idea where we're at.
Hold on, I have to rotate myself again.
The door is here.
yeah, I got it.
This is
Okay.
the room.
I'm taking steps forward.
So you go into the room.
Oh yeah.
All right. So you move forward into the room. I'm assuming Cyrus, you're following behind.
Yeah, I would like to try to stealth behind him before we enter, if it's possible.
You can certainly try.
I will definitely try.
The real question is,
anybody else taking anything?
where's my pink base? Isn't that purple? My character base?
No, it's pink. It's just in a weird shadow.
Oh, okay. Looks like
Eric,
super purple.
I didn't hear what you just said.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's better.
Sorry, we had the light in the wrong spot. What about what?
I don't know. Jeff talked over you. I said something about stealthing, and then you said something.
You can certainly try.
Okay, I rolled a 15 for stealth.
Noted. Okay, so when you walk through this door, what you're greeted with is a room that is fairly small, actually. It's about 20 feet deep, 15 feet wide. I mean, it's bigger than some of the rooms you've been in, but small compared to like the crypt room or anything like that. It appears to be a small storeroom / work area. There's some barrels in one corner. There's like a working desk in another. There's some hammers, some straw, nails. It looks like somebody has been building something in here. There's pieces of wood, pieces of metal, nails, hammers, files, saws, that sort of thing.
Can I just do a general rummage?
Sure, yeah. Where are you trying to look?
At the around the desk area? Is that
Okay.
There's like a workbench there, right?
Yeah. So roll a investigation check.
That's plus 0, 18.
18. Okay, so you're walking around. You go over to the desk. You notice there's probably 50 or so nails spread out, a couple hammers, but hanging up behind it, there's quite a number of beaver pelts that are hanging that are waiting to be worked on. There's also a saw. There's a couple of lengths of wood that have been measured on and cut. Also near there's a small barrel. It's probably 9 inches tall, and it's filled with some type of oil or grease. Maybe it's hard to tell. It could be just old oil or some sort of grease.
I look back and yell, "Guys, I found the beavers. We were looking for beavers, right?"
I think you're always looking for beavers.
Got it.
How is it? How's the lighting in this room?
It's dimly lit. There is a torch burning in this room. You don't see any signs of a worker, someone who was actually in here, but it appears that someone goes around regularly and lights these torches or keeps them, replaces them. Keep it going.
Does it appear there are any other doors in this room?
So out of this room, yes, near the workbench, there's not a door. It's just a 10-foot wide gap that leads out into another area, and a cool breeze kind of flows through into this room.
Can I look through? You said there was barrels.
Can
I look through the barrels?
Can I collect the nails that are scattered and then also go over by the barrels and see if I can recognize any symbols or anything that would seem like they're stolen goods or something?
Sure. So you go over, you get 47 3-inch nails. Roll investigation check, Varian for the barrels, and also roll investigation, Cyrus.
I'm investigating at a level of 6, DM.
Okay.
12, yes.
So you guys go through some of these barrels. Varian, you actually open them up and try to peek inside, see what you find. It's kind of stuff you might find at a farm or a blacksmith. It's more nails. There's hammers, a couple crowbars. Some of the crates are just actually empty with nothing in them. Maybe they're being prepared to have something placed in them to be moved. You're not sure. Cyrus, you look around at the symbols. You notice there's a couple from the Lion Shield Coster. You notice there's 1 or 2 from Barthen's Provisions. There are some, though, that have no markings that are new crates with no logo on them at all.
Hey guys, there's also a gap over here. I don't do gaps, so someone else is gonna have to go through it.
Can I check the desk real quick for any sort of art supplies?
Roll an investigation check.
I found pretty much everything there.
Did anybody notice that weird noise?
No, I don't notice any noise.
I investigate at the 3rd level. I got a 3.
Did I do this wrong? Absolutely, I did.
Technical difficulties. Somebody sing some elevator music.
Beedly, beedly.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Best elevator music ever.
What kind of elevators are you in?
So what's everyone drinking tonight?
What was your investigation check over there, Sig?
I got a 3 for art supplies.
Nope.
Yeah, you look around the desk. You know, you pull out some of the drawers. No dice. You don't find anything that could be colored.
So there's probably a crayon right in front of your face, but since you fail so bad.
Which way is the gap from?
From the map orientation, it would be up.
Can I check the right map-oriented wall for any other odd stones to see if there might be another secret door now that I'm suspicious of this entire place?
Yeah. Roll investigation with advantage, so you know what you're looking for. Actually, time out. One thing. Roll a wisdom perception check with advantage.
You want me to reroll or just use that?
Whatever. I don't care.
I'm gonna reroll. It wasn't actually that bad, but that's better. 22.
So, you inspect the wall near the desk. You find another similar kind of pattern there where the stones don't quite match up, and it appears that there's a small, near invisible seam.
Psst. Cyrus. I got another one for you.
Let's
What'd you
shove her in
find?
the seam.
Come check out this seam in the wall. It looks like the one from the other way.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over there and see if I can notice anything about it. Investigate, if you will.
Sure, roll an investigation check.
14.
You know, as far as you can tell, this is a pretty similar door to the one that you have seen. It looks like it'll swing inward if you give it a push.
All right. I'm gonna give it a push.
Okay.
Cautiously.
Gosh.
What do you mean cautiously?
I mean, like, I'm gonna like slowly reach out my hand and kind of like push it in while like leaning backwards, ready to like jump back at a moment's notice.
Sure.
If something, jumps out at me.
All right, so you move over towards the door. You give it a slight push. It swings inward pretty seamlessly, actually. This one seems to be well taken care of, well greased.
I thought there was a seam.
No.
There is.
Sorry.
That was
I'm
the
done.
worst.
I'm done.
Hey, Varian, come over here. I found another door.
Well, you push it open, and what you see in front of you is a very dark, thin hallway that takes an abrupt right angle to the right, and it goes down a set of stairs. And it looks like it probably goes down for 15 feet to a landing about 15, 20 feet off to your right.
Hey, Varian, I found another doorway. Do you want to do the honors?
I only see an open door. I don't see... the door's already been open. I have nothing to do here.
Well, I see some stairs, and it looks like there might be a landing at the bottom, but I am not going down first.
I need Kaylin to roll a perception check.
That usually doesn't mean good things.
Okay. So you don't pick up on it right away, but something that you do notice after you guys have been in this room for a while is your brother is just standing there, staring off into space.
That's not really out of the ordinary, so. I'll let it go.
Okay.
So, what'll it be? We finish this level or head down?
We can split the party.
The Red Brands have already proven themselves to be quite a hindrance to us. I don't think it's wise that we split up. My vote is that we keep going down further. Generally, the farther into some keep we go, the more we're going to find. More things hidden that they won't want us to find.
And you're sure you've never been here before?
I've never been here.
Can I see if I perceive if Cyrus is lying when she said that?
Yeah, roll an insight check.
Your cam is vertical, Eric. There you go.
There we go.
9.
Cyrus, roll either deception or just straight charisma. Or persuasion. Deception or persuasion. Whichever you are doing.
Wait, so I have been here? I'm gonna roll persuasion because I don't want to deceive these guys anymore.
Well, you don't have to say which one you're doing, but that's...
Oh. Okay. 20.
You're pretty sure she has not been here before.
All right.
Can I?
I reached over. Oh, go ahead.
Nope. Go ahead. You're going.
I reach over and touch the end of my warhammer and whisper, "Let there be light." And a soft pulse of light comes off the end. I'm gonna head down the stairs.
Okay. So you head down the stairs.
I follow the dwarf.
You take 2-3 steps. Roll a perception check.
22.
There is some weird ringing noise right behind you.
Does that roll help me to realize what it is?
Yes, it does.
You know what? Can I reach it?
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna untie the bell and put it in my bag.
Okay. Add 1 bell to your bag.
And continue.
Okay. So you get down to the bottom of the stairs on a small 5 by 5 foot landing, and it leads nowhere. There are 3 walls and the stairs behind you.
Varian, you seeing this?
Oh, maybe there's some more seamless seams down here.
Seamless seams, you say?
Seamless seams.
I'd like to use my I don't know, now expertise in finding seamless seams in this dungeon hideout to check the walls.
Yep. Give me a perception with advantage.
That's a 22.
Yeah, that you find it with ease. It's the wall to your left has a small seam running down the wall. Some of the bricks are out of place. You're pretty sure you know what you're looking for at this point.
Varian, I feel bad that I haven't included you in the door opening adventures. I'll leave this one for you. Left wall over here, buddy.
How can I just Sparta kick the wall open?
The stone wall.
Did we lose Kaylin?
Yes.
I'm here. My phone is messing up, so I'm trying to get
Okay.
back.
Oh, sorry, Tannis. What are you doing right now?
Hanging out.
At the top of the stairs.
Drinking a beer.
Sitting there poking Carrick since he's not moving,
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Like, hey, wake up.
So, Carrick is staring off into the through the 10-foot wide gap. You poke him, he is just fixed, looking in space. Beads of sweat start to roll down his face. As you poke him, he pushes you away.
I assume that's sort of a bad sign. I am going to. Well, we agreed that it was probably bad to split up the party, so I yell that he's not looking so great to the rest of the group, and see if they want to continue on or if they want to come back and check out what's making him freak out so much.
While you're doing this, though, I need a strength check from Varian.
Fuck yeah. Oh no. 12.
So yeah, you edge past Sigurd, and you get into position, and you just kick in. And this door, like the one above it, is pretty well greased, so it swings open. Now these doors, they aren't actually stone. You haven't realized that before. They're actually wooden with a stone covering. That's just thin slices of stone. So when it swings open and smashes into the wall, some of the adhesive comes off, and some of the stone slices fall to the ground, revealing some of the wood behind it. But as this door slams open, I need you to roll a perception check. And I'm also making the momentum of your kick is pushing you into the room.
Got it. All right. I'm perceiving. Where's
Ricky,
that?
wouldn't we be switched at this point?
Yes, you are. I'm getting there.
15 of perceiving.
I just don't want to get shot in the face.
Understandably. Yeah, so bam, you kick in the door. First thing you see is a bed chamber. There's a large 4-post bed with dark scarlet draping. There's some furnishing inside. You got a small writing desk, and a wooden chest. It's not small really. It's a fairly sized chest sitting at the end of the bed. Sitting at the desk is a human on the shorter side, dark beard, male in robes, and he's flipping through the pages of a large tome. Everything he's wearing is extremely nice. He's got a mantle on his shoulders. It's adorned. He also has a staff with about a 3-inch sphere at the top of it. It's sitting right next to him. The noise startles him, and he barely has a chance to come back in his chair and look at you. What are you gonna do? At this point, he's 5 to 10 feet away.
I say, pardon the intrusion. Who are you?
Since I hear that he's talking to somebody,
Can you hear
race? Am I like in a spot where I could get to his location and draw my crossbow?
No.
I need you to roll a dexterity check.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Can Matt have Varian roll a performance check to see how convincing I thought he was?
Sure.
Okay, 15 on the dex check.
I have a -1 in performance. 14.
Yeah.
All right.
He's pretty good.
Actually.
Yes. Rico's puppet.
So Cyrus, you manage to as soon as you hear Varian start talking, and you see him just like kick open the door, you push your way past Sigurd and like kind of roll into the room, crossbow at the ready. I need you to roll an intelligence check when you get in there. Also, while this is going on, the man at the desk instinctually reaches out and grabs his staff that's right next to him.
While I'm rolling into the room, I would like to yell out hands in the air, and I just got a natural 20 on intelligence.
Okay. You recognize this person.
That's all you get.
Can I reach out and put my hand on the
Bob,
boat?
it's you!
Yeah, you recognize this person immediately. This is Glasstaff, the man who put a bounty on your head.
Oh.
But he instinctually reaches for his staff. He puts his hand to his chest. He says, "Oh, my good sir. I didn't expect anyone coming through that entrance. My name is Glasstaff. What are you doing here?"
He says that to Varian or to me?
To Varian.
Okay.
He's barely recognized. He's barely seen you come into the room yet.
Is Cyrus right next to me?
She at this point she just rolls into view, crossbow at the ready, yells, "Hands in the air!"
And
Drop the staff, Varian, get back.
I'll like try to like knock down the crossbow. Like, do you know this guy? He seems
Yes,
like he's
and
okay.
He's not one to mess with. Get back. I'm going to use my little arms and try to push him behind me.
All right.
Can I yell up the stairs?
Sure.
Moving into a turn-based arena.
We're rapidly approaching that, but
I'm going to cast the thaumaturgy on myself to increase the sound of my voice slightly and yell to the other three to say, I think we have an issue down here.
And then I say to the guy, "Do we have an issue down here?"
What is he still reaching for his staff or has he stopped?
oh, he's got it. It's in his hand.
Okay.
He looks over to you, Varian. He says, "My good sir, we do not have a problem. It is a pleasure to meet you." And he extends his hand to you.
Varian, don't touch him.
Why not?
"And who are you, little one?"
I like stop just inches from his hand, with my hand extended, and I say, Why not?"
Don't act like you don't know me.
Who is him? Who is him? What?
My dear who is him? And he says, "My dear girl, do I know you?" And
Yeah,
he
you
still has his hand out to you, Varian.
I
But
pull it
he's
back.
not looking
I
at you
pull
right
it back
now. He's
slightly.
Let's see.
Cyrus, speak.
Give his donut. He was chewing on a pair of your underwear.
Huh?
Sorry.
Is Glasstaff chewing on a pair of his underwear?
I think so.
You muted it. Sorry.
What, you don't remember who you put bounties out on? Please drop the staff right now.
Bounties? Why do you have a bounty on her?
What's that, guys?
We're about to die, so.
Huh. Oh, well, I thought you might come looking for me at some point, lady. I suppose it happens.
Can I check to see if my quiver is quivering?
Quivering ever so slightly.
Okay.
1 second. I gotta do just a little bit of reading for this one. All right. So as he's saying this, I just need the 3 people that are directly in the room to roll for initiative.
Sounds more than a slight.
So by the 3 people, I mean Glasstaff, Cyrus, and Varian.
15.
17.
Sigurd's not in there?
Sigurd is behind them.
What was the roll, Ditto?
You're not in there. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we're still in conversation right now. No one's attacked. No one's done anything. But Cyrus, you are because I feel the tension. So Cyrus, if you want to say something or do something, you're up first.
So now we're doing turn-based for...
Conversation and actions, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, 1 second. I need to read something real quick.
Yep.
Wait, so if I'm not part of this, can I still sneak backwards up the stairs?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would like to sneak backwards up the stairs and say, guys, do either of you recognize the name Glasstaff? Because we just found him.
So after you used your thaumaturgy, they just stayed up there?
Apparently.
They didn't say they were doing anything, so.
Or do any... sorry, there's 3 of you. Do any of you recognize the name Glasstaff? Because we just found him, and shit's getting real.
It doesn't ring a bell to me.
Carrick
Me
is
either.
Carrick is still unresponsive to you, but he casts Mage Hand and slaps you in the face.
Would you consider the Red Brands a guild?
Sure.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out my wording here. I would like to say to Glasstaff, why did you try to have me killed? I was loyal to your guild. I was never anything but loyal to your guild.
Give me 1 quick second. I gotta grab something.
I was like, to be fair, when I yelled down about the fact that Carrick has not moved and is sort of looking worse for the wear, I didn't get a response. So, didn't quite know exactly what to do.
Out of character, did we know... Wait, never mind.
What do we know?
I don't know. Never mind.
Were you going to ask about Glasstaff? Because I did tell somebody about him.
Hey, Annie, real quick, can you just text me the 2 names that I gave you at the beginning of the campaign?
I'm gonna have to do it on Facebook because my phone just shut down.
That's fine. Well, or you can just tell me. It's fine too.
Yes, it is. Nala and Torg.
I knew the first one. All right. Huh. We both know your loyalty was suspect. None of you 3 came back. Nala ran away, you ran away, and Torg, well, it's a bit of bad business, I suppose, but Torg's at the bottom of the crevice out there.
You killed Torg?
he came back. I'm sure we're bound to find Nala soon, and well, you came into the lion's den, so
I ran because you tried to have me killed. Without
that's
even...
right. That last job didn't go so well. I never got my money, and that's what I'm here for.
I gave them the items to give to you. It's not my fault if there was a hang-up. It was on their end. I feel like there's more to this than
I need you to
you're
roll
letting on.
either a perception or a deception check, whichever you're going with.
Perception or deception?
Or persuasion or deception, whichever you're going with.
Okay, 24 deception.
Okay. So you would have me believe that you just handed it off as planned, and it was them who betrayed me.
I don't think anyone betrayed you. I think something else happened.
That's not the way Torg made it sound before he was killed.
What did Torg tell you?
He told me that there were some in the group that decided their cut deserved to be bigger.
Are you insinuating that this person was me?
Sort of insinuating it was all of you. Varian, what are you doing at this point?
Listening and I want to ask Cyrus, how did he, or was Torg a friend of yours?
I thought he was a friend, but maybe I was mistaken.
Mistaken how?
Well, it seems as though he may have been spreading rumors that were not true. I gave him the items to give back to Glasstone. I've done nothing but try to survive and fend for my family. I never betrayed anyone.
You three up here, what are you doing while this is going on?
I'm just gonna go down the stairs and listen.
I'm asking Kaylin what's wrong with her brother.
Now, I'm not gonna enter the creepy dark hole, but I'm gonna try and like look into it to see if I can see what's going on.
Look into this room?
No. Look into the creepy
gap.
place.
The gap.
The gap.
Alright, I need you to roll a perception check.
I'm not going in the gap.
Can I? Would it be like a, I don't know, medicine check to see if I can figure out what the hell's going on with Carrick?
Sure. Roll, roll a medicine check. What was the perception?
It was a 3, so it's pretty dark in there.
You are absolutely correct. It is a dark cave-like structure, which is odd, given that everything you've been in so far has not been cave-like. It's been more cut into the stone. But that's all you can see is just darkness, and it's a cave, not well-hewn stone. Medicine check.
21.
21. It doesn't really seem like there's anything medically wrong with him. He's just concentrating extremely hard right now.
He's got a
Ailey, are you comfortable leaving your brother up here?
Also, Tanis, as you look around the corner, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Sorry, crap. I knew that was gonna happen.
There's a hole.
Can I do something before I forget that I want to do this?
Sure, what are you doing?
Okay. I just want to say to no one in particular, I've never betrayed anyone. Just like say really loudly, like I haven't betrayed anyone. I've only done what I've needed to survive. And then while I'm saying that, I would like to check to see if I notice him doing anything weird with his staff. Maybe perhaps like calling somebody or, some sort of magic something.
Roll investigation check. Tanis.
11.
11. Okay. As you peer into the darkness, trying to discern some details, you hear just a voice in your head. It's definitely not coming through your ears, and that's a weird sensation. And you hear, "Hello, another one."
Can I describe that to everybody around me? Or are they going to think I'm crazy?
You try to speak and cannot.
Sure. I gotta really stay away from doorways.
I'm gonna draw have my draw out my bow finally, and just after him telling me or hearing that he killed somebody that Cyrus knew and was once a friend at least, just to be ready.
As you go to grab your bow, he looks at you and he says, Now, good sir. We needn't come to that. We can keep this civil."
And Eric, I rolled a natural 20 on that perception.
Okay. There is a slight glow off in the orb. It has kind of been glowing the whole time though, so you're not sure if that, what that signifies.
And I don't recognize it as like something I've seen him do before or anything.
No.
Since Sigurd can't detect anything wrong with Carrick, I'm gonna store him where he won't get hurt because I don't really know what else to do at this point.
You're just gonna pull him back.
So I'm gonna take him back up to the armory and lock him in.
Okay.
Store him.
Just store him.
That's the best verb.
So as you do, roll a perception check with disadvantage.
18.
Okay, so as you're pulling him away, you notice Lady Tanis peek around the corner and then kind of freeze in a similar manner to your brother.
Awesome.
But you do manage to pull him back and get him to the storeroom. Back in the small room. So Varian, you're drawing, you're pulling your bow out and getting ready to draw. He says, like he says, now. He says, if you pull that bow any higher, there will be consequences. It's just business.
I keep it down, but still have it in my hands and look over to Cyrus and what's going on here? What are we doing? What's happening? Is this a
You're
bad
saying
guy?
that to me?
Yeah, is this a bad guy? What should we be doing here?
Yes, he is a bad guy. He tried to have me killed and he murdered one of my friends. I'm not a criminal. He's making me out to be.
My good lady, murdered is not the word I would use. It was a consequence of his actions. You know the code as well as he did when he joined, and it was broken at its core. I took the action which is the punishment. His actions brought upon his fate. You can throw around murder if you will, but it was his actions that brought him to it.
Sorry, I need to look up a name here.
Is his hand still out waiting for me to shake it?
He's pulled it back a little by now.
And what of Sildar? Have you taken care of him as well?
He kind of gives you a quizzical look. Says, "And am I supposed to know this Sildar person that you speak about?"
Can I try to see if he's faking it?
Sure, roll an insight check.
5.
He seems to be telling the truth. He doesn't appear to know who Sildar is.
It seems we're at an impasse here, Glasstaff. What do you suggest happens now? If I can't let you live, or you'll keep hunting me.
You could just pay me what is owed, and I may remove the bounty on your head. It seems a fair price, does it not? I get to line my pockets. You get to keep your life.
And what's the guarantee that I will live? I don't owe you anything. I did my job.
I suppose your job was to steal the item, but it is nice when I receive said item, and I have yet to. So I need funds to go and find it. Unless you would like to do that for me. But I imagine you'll have to confront your friend Nala at some point, and, well, I don't think she'll be as nice as you remember.
How can I trust that we will all make it out of this alive?
I suppose that's up to you and your friends here. And speaking of, I never caught your name, good sir.
Oh.
And he reaches out his hand again.
Varian, do not touch his hand.
No, I already started to go grab his hand again and stop. Why can't I touch his hand?
Because he's a wizard, I think. Wizard, maybe? Hold on. I have too many notes.
He doesn't bathe.
Do you not understand that there is magic properties within this man?
Then what shall I do?
Well, I would suggest not standing there like an idiot. Draw your bow or something.
I tried. He told me there would be consequences. I don't like consequences.
And
Can
a
I
quick
just shoot him
timeout
the
at
dirtiest
that.
of all looks?
Yes, you can. And a timeout from there. We're going to go back up top. What are you guys doing?
Okay, I need to pause for a second because I need to do this thing really quickly. I'll be back in like 3 minutes.
That's fine. We'll go up top. For the 3 up top, what are you guys doing?
I'm stuck.
We walked away.
Yes, you have Carrick in the armory.
Cool.
Once he gets out of view of the cave opening, though, he seems to kind of come back to himself.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to talk to him. Ask him what's going on.
I'm not going to do a Zach voice, but...
I was looking forward to it. Really
the basic gist of what he just asked you if you heard the voice.
What voice?
The voice. You didn't hear.
No.
He explains to you that when he got close to the opening, there was a voice that he heard in his head, trying to draw him closer into the cave, but he was trying to resist.
It's me.
Speaking of resisting, I need another wisdom saving throw from Lady Tanis.
I am just loving this doorway.
Good.
Caveway, whatever it is.
Nat 20. I don't know.
Yeah, I got a 5.
Okay, so you are kind of moving in a zombie-like fashion, just one slow step after the other. You're trying to resist, but you're just being drawn into the cave. Now you're about 10 feet into this cave. Sigurd, you definitely see her just weirdly walking forward. Would you like to do anything?
Well, it appeared that as soon as she looked in there, there was some problem. That now she's going nuts. I'd like to yell to Kaylin to ask her if she's figured out what's wrong with Carrick while pulling my rope out of my backpack.
Okay.
I'm back.
Kaylin! Tannis has gone nutty. It looks like what Carrick's got.
Carrick's
What's
okay
going on?
now. I think. Carrick, are you okay?
He just sits on the ground.
Okay, never mind. But he's a little better.
He seems exhausted.
Okay. Carrick, you want to stay here for a bit?
I mean, what you've noticed is Carrick has battled and not moved a muscle for a few minutes. However, Lady Tannis has looked around the corner and in like 10 seconds just walked into the room.
So I said, Carrick, you want to stay here for a bit?
And he just waves his hand to
Okay. Then I'm gonna hurry back over to Sigurd.
you. Yep.
I'm tying the rope into a lasso, and I'm going to try and throw it around Tannis.
Okay, first I need a sleight of hand check.
15.
All right, you make a lasso. Now I need a dexterity check.
Hey, did Tannis ever take the harness off of her when she fell down the hole the last time?
Yeah, I gave it back to Cyrus. I'm
Yeah, I
trying-
have the harness.
Okay.
Sigurd, give me 1 second.
But I did good
You
this time.
can add your proficiency bonus. I'll allow it.
Oh. All right, then 20.
All right. So you throw the lasso around her, and you get it around, and it's a good throw. It actually goes right around her, kind of comes around her midsection, and slowly tightens on her. Are you going to try to pull her back, or are you just going to try to keep her where she is?
How far is
What are you waiting
Kaylin?
for? Get her back in here.
How far is Kaylin from me?
Kaylin is 15 feet on the other side of the opening. So you
Kaylin,
guys
I think we
either
need-
side of the opening.
I think we need to get her back here now. You want to help me with this?
I do.
So you're going to run across and help with the rope?
Mhm.
I would like you to do a wisdom saving throw, please.
I knew that was coming. 10.
Okay. You
More
do
lessons.
hear a more. Yes. Come to me. And you hear the come to me, but you are able to resist. And you grab the rope, and the two of you. I'll have Sigurd give me a strength check with advantage.
18.
Okay, so you guys together managed to pull Lady Tannis back into the room. She's still a little near the gap, but you've got her pulled back in. Let's jump back down.
Wait, let's move away from the gap.
Okay,
And then
so you guys can move away.
We're gonna let's take Tannis over by Carrick. Thoughts?
Yeah.
Do we have to cross the gap to do that, or are we far enough away?
You're fine.
Cool.
All right, back in the room. What do we got going on?
Are they aware that Glasstaff's here? I'm unclear of this.
I am, and I asked them about him, and I got no recognition of that name whatsoever. And then shit went nuts up here, so we've been dealing with that ever since.
So you guys don't know that there's like a bad thing going down right now.
I have no idea who that is.
I don't even
so-
know that there's a bad thing going down right here.
Well, that there's something going down right now, I guess I should say.
I think you're also unaware that there's a whole lot of shit going down up here, to be
Yes.
fair.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
Lady Tannis.
Wait, what?
Just real quick, just so that I can have a number. I need a perception check with disadvantage. And then I'll jump back down to you guys.
Well,
Okay. What are you two doing down in the little room?
I say, okay, well, this is on you. I draw my bow at full pullback and aim it towards what's his dude.
Okay. As you are drawing your bow, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, wisdom saving throw. A 10.
A 10. Okay. You get your bow to about 10 degrees below pointing directly at your target, and all of your joints tighten up, and you cannot move.
Do I notice this?
Yes. And Glasstaff quickly turns to you and says, all right, dear, that was an unfortunate thing that had to happen. I felt like he was going to attack me. Can we talk, or is this going to be a problem?
I look at Varian, I look back at Glasstaff, and say, I'm going to lower my crossbow ever so slightly as, a measure of, good faith here, and say, once again, what is the proof that we make it out of this alive?
So, Varian, while you're standing there, he does have his hand outstretched towards you, other hand on his staff. And he says, I can't guarantee, I suppose, your safety, but I will notify everyone I can that you will be coming. However, any of our group outside these walls may still believe there's a bounty on your head for the time being, but you are not leaving here without striking a deal with me. Either I want the object or I want the money it's worth.
How much is it worth?
200 gold pieces. Varian, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
That was cocked. 16.
Okay. You feel your muscles loosen a little bit. You still don't have full control, but you feel like you can move sluggishly right now.
Can I slightly open my grip of my right hand on the arrow?
Just like let an arrow go. Sure.
I'm excited. Let it be noted that Sigurd is super excited.
I feel like it would be a reaction to getting my
Sure.
feeling back.
Make an attack with disadvantage.
Okay. I'm not doing it on purpose, but it kind of happened because I got feeling back. Yeah. Oh no. 21.
With disadvantage?
I rolled 2 14s. Yeah.
Okay. So the arrow comes loose out of the bowstring and roll for damage.
Oh no.
Varian, you're about to get us all killed.
Oh, 10.
Okay. So the arrow flies out and strikes Glasstaff just above the knee, right in the leg. He lets out a why? And then you see him put his hands together and pull him back quickly and do this. As he does, 4 long pink tendrils form, and he throws 2 of them at each of you. That's a magic missile. So, Varian, you can take 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Cyrus, you can also take 7 points of damage.
Oh, God damn it.
And that brings us to Cyrus. You're up. What do you want to do?
Okay, I'm going to reach out and punch Varian in the groin area before I address Glasstaff again.
Okay, roll an attack with advantage.
To be fair, that's all she can reach.
Boom, got him.
Just straight jab.
Roll an attack with advantage, but your modifier is your strength, not your dexterity. So it's a strength. It's basically a strength check.
Wait, so I don't get my attack bonus?
No, I mean you're using your fist, so
Yeah.
you don't have proficiency in unarmed, but you do get a plus for your strength.
Okay, as I'm doing this, I also would like to say I told you to ready your bow, not fire it. And I got a 13.
What's your AC, Varian?
14.
All right, so you reach out to punch him, but his sluggishness, that was with advantage, right?
Oh, no, sorry.
This is definitely a surprise attack.
Okay, with advantage, 17.
Okay. I need you to roll for damage. It's 1d2, so a d4 cut in half plus your strength.
Okay, so I rolled a 1, and my strength is -1.
Okay.
Crotch of steel.
So you lash out, you punch Varian right in the groin, and you hear as Varian his big brass balls just take it.
Great.
It was an accident. I just yell out as a response.
Glasstaff, I cannot... Sorry, were you saying something?
Yeah.
I just yelled out it was an accident.
No, I meant Eric, because I thought I heard him.
Say what you're gonna
Okay.
Hey, Ty.
I'm going to... I forgot what I was going to say. What was I just about to say to Glasstaff? Something about... I can't make this decision alone. I need to speak with my party. Will you at least give me that?
So roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Because he has an arrow in him.
11.
What is it?
11?
11. Okay. His demeanor has definitely changed from when you were first talking. You are pretty sure he didn't like being shot in the leg with an arrow. But he kind of collects himself, brushes off his robe, snaps the arrow, and he says, I understand it was an accident. Most people don't do well coming off of a hold person spell. And he reaches out to kind of pat you on the shoulder, Varian. So he pats you on the shoulder twice. And on the third one, he just rests his hand on your shoulder.
I look uneasy.
Cyrus, you told him not to. You told me not to touch him. He's touching me. What's happening?
I look uneasy.
What's your AC?
14.
Okay. So on the last kind of pat on your shoulder, you feel something kind of strange. It feels like you were struck by a bolt of lightning as he cast Shocking Grasp on you, and it rippled through your chest. You suffer 4 points of lightning damage.
Glasstaff, please, no more.
And you cannot take any reactions. Varian, you are up.
I can't take any reactions. Oh, what does that mean again?
So you can't do anything when it's not your turn, basically.
Gotcha.
Until after your next turn.
Gotcha. I said, okay, all's fair is fair, and I throw my bow back on my shoulder. Are we fair now?
Roll an insight check.
Insight, where's that at? 13.
It does not look like everything is fair right now. He is not happy.
Damn it. All right.
But you have slung your bow. Would you like to do anything else?
Can I take like a couple steps back off of his Like, does he still have his hand on my shoulder?
No. When the lightning kind of went through you, you kind of pulled away a little bit. So he is not touching you anymore.
I'm gonna hide behind the halfling.
Okay. So you kind of crouch behind Cyrus.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand behind, like put her in the way. I'm not gonna like cower. Yeah.
So you kind of push Cyrus in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. Deal with your friend, and then that's my turn.
Cyrus, you are up.
Okay. Glasstone, enough. Where will we find this item that you need?
That's all you're gonna do?
Okay. Oh wait. Like, I'm confused by this turn-by-turn conversation thing. So I can talk and I can still do one action. Is that?
Yeah.
If you choose to, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my weapon completely away because as much as I dislike Varian, I would like to not see him get killed and say what I said.
Roll a persuasion check, just straight.
Natural 20. I like these new dice.
They're weighted.
So you can see he had his staff raised, hands ready to go to fire a spell, and he kind of lowers and sets the staff down, and now he's got one hand on it and he's just leaning over it. And he looks at you and he says, your friend Nala will know where it is. I presume she has it since Torg didn't and you don't. His kind of airy demeanor has kind of dropped. He is now angry, but listening. And on that note, we're going to jump up to the other group. Keep that. So yeah, other group. Lady Tanis. What you didn't notice as you guys were kind of pushing Lady Tanis over towards the area where you've got Carrick, and you guys were kind of, trying to keep her out of the line of sight to the opening. So you guys are kind of pushing her through the door. You're in the small hallway past the secret door. Carrick doesn't notice either because he's just trying to recuperate himself. Is two red brands have stealthily entered this hallway and are going to make an attack on Lady Tanis. I have a 20 against AC, Lady Tanis.
That hits.
All right. You suffer 5 points of piercing damage as you're still kind of groggy from the intrusion into your mind. And you look up at the last second and you see a sword come across and it hits you. You manage to kind of get out of the way a little bit, but it still hits you high in the shoulder and slashes down your arm for 5 points. Before you have a chance to do anything, the other sword is swinging at you. It also hits you. This time, it hits you high in the armor, but you manage to dodge, so it doesn't hit you in the neck, but it does scrape down your armor. You suffer another 5 points of slashing damage.
So 10 total.
10 total.
Sure.
And then I need everybody over there to roll for initiative.
Oh,
I hate this game.
you can't roll worse than I did.
All right, so, I need to roll for Carrick. What's his plus? Okay. 20 to 25.
Just start at the bottom.
Yeah.
10 to 15.
Nope.
No, you said the bottom.
I said bottom.
Oh, okay, I get you. Yep. Okay, 5 to 10.
No,
I got a 5.
I got an 8.
I got a 3.
Good.
Oh my god, you guys.
So bad. So bad.
We're a really decisive group here. We know what we're doing.
Hey, if there's ever a spot to roll a 1, it's for initiative.
I guess. All right. So, Lady Tanis, before you have a chance to fully recover, there's 2 more slashes coming at you. You're ready to fend off the first one, and you dodge expertly as the blade just clacks against the stonework. The other, but in that motion to dodge, it leaves you wide open for the second hit, which is a natural 20.
Damn.
And you suffer 10 points of slashing damage.
Damn.
Yeah. We're dead. So
You're unconscious? Okay, so Lady Tanis, the blow leaves you open and the blade slashes across the back of your neck.
Count it.
Next shot counter. And it draws blood, cuts through some of your hair, and leaves you
Hair.
completely dazed and unconscious.
Did you say not the hair?
She's
the
Yeah,
red brand behind so the male stands a little taller than the female, and as her slash downs Lady Tanis, she ducks, and the one behind lets loose an arrow in your direction, but he doesn't have a good angle on you. You have cover, and the arrow just shatters against the wall behind
In whose direction?
Kalen's.
There we
Carrick is up. Carrick brushes off his drowsiness, peers around the corner, and throws 3 long tendrils out into the hallway around the doorframe of a magic missile. 2 are headed towards the one who downed Lady Tanis. Damn, Carrick.
Wait, wouldn't Carrick not know what to do at this point? Because Kaylin hasn't done anything yet. If we were actually playing
He really
Carrick's
doesn't
character.
So his first 2 strike pretty true on the female red brand that's close around the door. The 2 bolts dig into her, dealing 9 points of damage. The last one, however, just grazes the last target, only dealing 2 points, and he ducks back behind the door and says, "Sis, get him." But Sigurd, you are up.
Wait, as a reaction to him yelling at me, I'm gonna say, Carrick, you should have used burning hands.
Got him. What, is there an assumption that I've been carrying my shield with me this entire time? Like, out? Or is it slung?
I'm gonna, and not if you agree, but I'm gonna say it's slung because I don't know if you could tie and throw a lasso with your
Oh, I
shield.
forgot I did that. Yes. Yeah, you're totally right. I have nothing out right now. All right. Well, so that's gonna take an action, yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna pull my shield and my warhammer out,
Okay.
which will use my action. I'm going to step just right all up in. Can I even get past Kalen at this point?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna step past Kalen and like to the space that Tanis is occupying, basically.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast Healing Word.
Really?
Unless this card is wrong. 1d4 plus spell modifier.
As a bonus action, yeah, absolutely, go for it.
Okay. As I'm casting it, I'm gonna say, Tanis, receive the good news.
Yeah.
And
We know what he really means.
You're weirdly religious for a dwarf.
I'm a cleric, bro.
Fair.
So, I'm also a disciple of life. So, I'm restoring hit points to a creature, adds an additional +2 plus the spell's level.
Yep.
So,
3 total additional.
Where's my spell? It's been a while since I've done this. What's my spell modifier?
Your spell modifier is wisdom. So it's +3.
Okay, so I restore 9 points of health to Lady Tanis, and I'm standing in front of her right now.
Yeah.
I have
I'll
a
see.
question.
What's up?
Nine, can you? This is probably a stupid question. You can't go like negative, right? So I get full 9 points because I actually went -5.
There's a-
You get a full 9.
For simplicity's sake, yes.
Okay, just thought I'd ask.
Well, just
Good
so
question.
everybody knows, the only time that negative really matters is so let's say you take a lot of damage. So if you ever go negative, what your total health is, it instantly kills you.
You die.
Oh, okay.
But that's the only time it matters. Otherwise, if you go less than that, you just come back up to 0, and then if you get healed, you go positive.
Okay.
Do you have to take the full health of damage negative in one shot, or is it over time while you're unconscious?
In one shot.
Okay.
Like if that cave has a dragon in it, then we might die. But otherwise, probably good.
All right. So Lady Tanis, it is your turn.
Oh Lord.
You are prone on the ground, but so as Sigurd kind of leans over you, he's got his shield out in front, and he touches the back of your neck, and the wound starts to close itself together, and the blood flow stops.
Isn't my action getting up?
No, it costs you half your movement.
Half my movement to get up. All right, I'm gonna get up,
Yep. You're now standing.
and then I am.
Sorry.
What?
I accidentally muted it. You're right.
Oh. Technical difficulties on this end. So Sigurd's in front of me.
Yep.
Can I step to the side and throw something?
I mean, you can throw over him, but you can't really get around him. I mean, it's a tight hallway in here, so you're kind of fighting.
Is there a possibility that I'll hit him if I throw something over him?
You're quite a bit taller than him. It's quite unlikely.
All right, so I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna throw one of my javelins at the closest dude or dudette, as the case may be.
It would be a dudette, but go for it.
I rolled. So is that
Plus,
plus that already?
correct.
Okay.
Well, yeah, plus that.
Yeah. 14.
14 just barely hits. Roll for damage.
And that's this one. 7.
7. All right. So you get up, you shake off your weariness. You are now aware that there's battle around you. You grab one of your javelins and you throw it over Sigurd's head. Sigurd, you hear the and a little bit of wind as it flies right over the top. But it strikes the red brand true square in the chest. She doubles over and falls onto the javelin. Dead.
Sucks to suck.
Woohoo!
Kaylin.
Oh, I get to go.
Yes, you do. Back of the bus.
Are they wearing metal armor or is
They're
it
wearing studded leather armor.
leather? Everybody wears freaking leather armor.
I mean, studded has metal bits in it.
Yeah, that counts right.
It's still mostly consists of leather.
Fine. In that case, I'm going to cast.
You're not going to shocking grass?
Correct. In that case, I'm going to cast Ray of Frost, probably.
Okay. So he is going to have half cover, so he'll have +2 to
Why
his
does he have
AC.
no cover?
Because you don't have a direct line of sight on him. You had half cover when he attacked you. It's reciprocal. Roll your attack.
I can't get around.
No,
Probably.
you can't. Yeah,
Alright,
it's a
pissed.
15.
15 just misses. So you reach around the door frame of the hidden door. You draw in cold energy and you release the beam. But he sees you peek around and kind of ducks out of the way as you freeze the wall behind him. It is his turn. He's going to draw another arrow. This time it's going to be aimed at Sigurd directly in front. He does let out a scream for his comrade who fell in front of him, and he lets loose an arrow. And that is a 23 against AC.
Yeah.
So he finds a weak point in your armor and lets loose the arrow. It strikes you through the bicep, dealing 6 points of piercing damage. As it finds its way through a couple links in your armor, it still only digs about 1.5 inches in, but it hurts. It is in your weapon arm. You think you should be fine, but it does hurt. Carrick. He's going to say, "Good one, sis." And he's going to reach around the door frame and cast a ray of frost at the guy.
Of course he is.
This is like real life.
I don't feel like he's missing at all.
And he misses terribly. Just shoots it straight into the ceiling and freezes parts of the ceiling. And he looks at you and thumbs up. Sigurd, your turn.
So I was shot in my weapon arm, bicep.
Yep.
We can't hear any of this going on in our room, can we?
No. So the secret doors, what you have noticed is that while they swing pretty freely open, after there's no force being applied to them, they'll reset to being closed. So the door behind you and the door at the top of the stairs are both closed.
Okay.
You can't hear it.
I'm not thinking that my arm's gonna be super useful right now, so I'm gonna actually, if I like, I don't know, whatever the equivalent of sheathing a warhammer is that an action?
No, that's you can do that pretty freely. What are you trying to do, I guess?
Well, I was gonna sheathe the weapon so I can grab my holy amulet and cast Sacred Flame.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
So target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Cool. Against what's your DC? I got a 13.
I think that's what it is, actually.
Okay, so he does succeed. So he sees you drop the warhammer into a loop on your belt and reach for your holy symbol and reach out to him. And as you do, he takes that sort of a little dive roll as a pillar of flame just strikes the area where he was standing. Are you going to move or are you going to stay right there?
Nah, I'm just gonna stand with my shield in front of me and pretty much block everybody else from.
Sure. Lady Tanis, what are you doing?
So am I direct line of sight with this guy?
Yes, you are. You're looking over the top of Sigurd right now.
Right. I guess I'm gonna do the exact same thing.
Right.
Throw a javelin.
Let's see it.
21.
21 does hit. Roll for damage.
Five.
All right, so you throw the javelin. This one flies pretty true, but he's still doing his best to dodge any attack, and it comes underneath his arm and catches him near the ribs on his side. It tears through the leather as the spear, the javelin goes through. It clatters to the floor in the room behind him, but it did do a significant amount of damage. He's not feeling well right now. As his reaction, he's kind of slung his bow and gotten ready. Caitlin.
I'm gonna try it again.
All right.
This will be better. That was a lot better. 24.
Yep, 24, that'll hit. Roll for damage.
I think it's just 8,
A
right?
D8, yeah.
She doesn't remember. She hasn't hit it in a while.
5.
All right.
Not very
This
bad.
beam, you lean around the corner, and as he's kind of getting ready to draw his swords and charge, you just hit him in the face with a beam of frost. It just freezes around his jaw up to his cheeks, to his ears, and he falls forward. And as he does, the ice shatters when he gets to the ground, leaving a not so pretty picture underneath. Now we're going to jump back to the small room. What are you guys doing?
I have no idea.
So Glassstaff just told me that I have to talk to Nala, correct?
He did.
Okay. And we cannot hear anything upstairs.
No, you cannot. And he still has his hand on his staff, but he's now kind of leaning on it, breathing a little heavily. His calm and cool demeanor has faded, and he's just sort of angry at this point.
Let us go and we'll get you the item you seek. I've put down my weapon. I know you can tell if I'm being truthful or not. I'm being sincere.
Fine. Tell me truthfully, do you know where Nala is?
Do I?
Roll an intelligence check.
Okay. Natural 1.
It's been a while since you've hung out with Nala. You can't remember the places she frequented, and she did not tell you where she was going.
Would Halia maybe know where she was? Out of curiosity.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna say I don't know where she is, but I might know someone that does.
1 week. For 1 week, I will suspend the bounty and expect the item. If I don't have it in a week, I will double the price on the bounty. You will be dead in 2 weeks if I don't have it. And he strokes his beard at this point.
Can I look at? I'm gonna look at Varian and see kind of if I can read anything happening on his face right now.
Varian, what you got?
If we cannot get said item, do you think he will still take or will you still take the money at the end of the week? I asked that to him.
I'll tell you what. If you do not think you can procure the item, in 4 days' time, I'll take the money. You try to bring me it after that, I will view that as success, and I will have no choice but to hunt you down.
Hunt her down, right?
It seems the two of you are associates now.
Damn.
I'm sorry, it's been a little while. We don't know what this item is, right? We were told that Nala would know what it is.
Well, she did steal it once.
I mean, but did I actually know what it was I was stealing is more of what I'm asking.
You don't actually know what you were stealing. What you stole was in... All you know is that it was in a dark wooden, almost a wood that was black, but had a little sheen to it. It was locked with one of the most complex locks you've ever come up against. It was a chest, probably a 1.5 feet long, 9 inches tall, 9 inches deep. That's all you know.
So a chest that's carrying some sort of item with a complex lock.
Correct. The lock is it's a silverish color, and the box itself is made out of a slightly shiny, dark, almost black wood.
I'm sorry, say that again. What was silverish?
The lock.
Lock was silver. And black wood.
Yep.
Okay, can I remember how Glasstone normally made deals? Like, did he shake on it? Did he, do, like, a little, pinky swear, dance around with your hands up in the air, truce thing?
No. So the way that he did deals was each of you would place your hand on either side of the sphere on his staff.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at Varian, and I'm just gonna kind of shoot him a somewhat defeated look and reach my hand out to the staff so that he knows I'm ready to make the deal.
He places the staff with his left hand in front of the both of you. He places his hand on one side of the sphere.
I place my hand on the other side.
All right, so you place your right hand on it. As you do, the sphere glows a deep purple color. Also, the door that leads out of this room, not the one that you guys came in, but the other door, bursts open, and 3 bugbears charge in. One of them is wearing a jewel-encrusted eye patch. Weapons at the ready, shield drawn. He waves his hand behind him, shooing them away, and presses the globe harder. As you do, you feel a pulse of energy roll down your arm. And you feel a searing pain on your right forearm. This is a familiar feeling to you. And when you look down to your forearm, there are 7 tally marks on your forearm. They appear to be scar tissue about 1 inch long. 7 marks on your forearm. He quickly turns around and says, "Boys, it's fine. I've got this. Go back to playing cards or harassing the little one. I don't care. We're done here." The 3 bugbears look extremely upset. They slowly sulk off. They were looking for a good fight.
Okay, so I remove my hand from the orb, and I just, give Varian a nod and slowly back from the room, the way we came, not taking my eyes off Glasstone. And I kind of, I guess Varian's behind me, so I kind of push him back that direction.
I curtsy real quick as I leave the room.
Can I get a performance check?
Sure can. Curtsy the shit out of this performance check. Damn it.
Natural 1, please. 1.
A 5.
It's not very graceful, and it seems more mocking than respectful.
Can I slap him after that? Just slap him and then push him harder out of the room so that Glasstone doesn't murder all of us right now?
Sure, roll an attack.
Will roll an attack.
With strength as your modifier.
Oh, damn it. I don't like that. Sorry, it still got a 18.
I mean, Varian, are you just going to take it? It doesn't matter. She beats your AC.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Roll for damage.
I'm sorry, what did I do for damage again?
1d2, so d4 cut in half.
Okay.
Strength modifier.
Alright, I got a 4, and my strength is -1.
So you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as she slaps you across the face. Please stay conscious.
Okay, I'm also gonna say, you're a human, right? Idiot human as I do it.
And she pushes you out through the secret door that you guys came in through. As that door closes, you hear a shift of something in the room on the other side. You believe that the door is most likely barricaded at this point.
Okay. Varian, what are you thinking? Are you trying to get us killed?
I
Could you not understand that this was a tense situation here?
was trying to make it less tense. I'm sorry.
But now we're forced to do his bidding. How am I supposed to explain this to the rest of the party?
You told me to draw my bow.
I didn't tell you to fire it.
I told you it was an accident.
What do we say to the rest of the party? They already think I'm a criminal. Do you believe that I'm not?
I mean, you did steal the thing. Isn't that pretty, criminal? Isn't that what criminals do when they steal things?
And you've never done anything that you've needed to survive? Does it seem like the Red Brands would just let me go if I didn't do their bidding?
I'm not saying you're a bad criminal. I'm just saying you asked me if you are a criminal. I'm pretty sure you're a criminal.
I just want to know if you're on my side.
I'm on your side, little one. Pat her on the head.
Can I look at you in disgust? Because I hate being patted on the head. So what do we tell the party?
This dude just messed with my head, and he was gonna, I don't know, do things to us, but we agreed to go grab this item that you were supposed to grab earlier. I don't know. What do you want to tell him?
Wait, why do you think Sigurd never came back?
Oh, man.
And with that, I'm going to run up the stairs back into the other room.
Sure.
I'll follow.
So where are you heading? Just over here towards them. You notice?
Yeah, we're going to look
just,
for them again. Yeah.
Because since Sigurd didn't came back, that seemed weird to me. I figured that he would, knowing him, he would know to come back to help us or something.
Sure. You see.
Should have left the bell on his belt.
You see Kaylin in the kind of hallway that led from the secret door.
Do I see them?
Roll a perception check. Yes, you do.
Yeah, I see them. Natural 20. I'm gonna yell, "Stop!"
So you stop short as she looks over and sees you.
I'm gonna say, Sigurd, can you lasso her to pull her across so that we don't run into the same situation?
Well, it appeared to me that as long as we didn't travel right up near the opening to that gap, that we suffered no ill effects from it.
No, can you lasso her?
All right. Sure. Sigurd's going for lasso number 2.
All right.
As he's doing that, do I hear them talking about that?
Roll. Kaylin roll stealth. You roll perception.
13.
17.
No, you do not.
Okay.
And she
But
also
I did hear her yell "stop," though, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that I yelled.
And then a rope just comes out.
Once again, this is a we'll say it's a dex-based weapon, and you have proficiency. So just roll an attack. What did I do last time?
what?
I
Yeah,
thought that's what I did last time.
Is that the thing?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it's an attack with proficiency.
Oh, get wrecked. 17.
17, yeah. You hear stop, so you stop, and then you see Kaylin like lean around the corner and say something. And then you see Sigurd come over, rope, throws it, and it just goes right around you and like he traps your arms to your body, and you're just like pulled across the room.
And I'm going to say with a very serious face, I'm sorry, we had to do that. There's some sort of voice in that chamber that tempts people to go that way, and we don't know what's in there. And then I'm going to turn around and smirk.
Let me go, Dwarf. I know what the voice was.
I'm gonna go to the far wall and attempt to walk by.
Wait. What was the voice?
I would bet my life that it was Glasstaff. We ran into him in the other room. Sigurd, why didn't you come back?
Yeah, we ran into a little trouble. Well, let me just Reader's Digest for you. Carrick was a statue. Tanis was a zombie wandering into what we have no idea is a cave. Had to do Mr. Cowboy move on Tanis to save her from going into God knows what. Kaylin pushed Carrick into the armory, realized that Carrick kind of came to when he couldn't see the room anymore. So we pushed Tanis in the armory. When we got her there, we got attacked by more Red Brands, so we had to kill them. Tanis went unconscious. Tanis is no longer unconscious, and here we are.
I'm going to sigh and hang my head and just kind of mumble, so we never had a choice.
What's a glass staff?
While they're talking, can I attempt to walk towards them on the far wall and see what happens?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can somebody answer me
You walk over
this?
there.
Because I know I told Lady Tanis about Glasstaff, but I don't remember if everybody else was with me when I told her about him.
I don't think so.
If I remember correctly, you guys were talking about this after you came out of the coster.
I thought we were talking about it in the inn together because you guys decided not to trust me at that point.
Oh. I don't know. Maybe. I don't have it in my notes, but...
I don't either, so...
Guys, I shot this guy in the leg, and now we're going on a quest for him.
Wait, but what's a Glasstaff? Is that a thing?
Don't we already have like 4 quests?
Glasstaff is the wizard who put out the hit on my head. He's the leader of the Red Brands. This is his lair.
So you want us to do something for him?
We have no choice since Varian shot him.
So...
Wow, throw me under the bus.
Or what? I think Varian did a good thing by shooting him. If he's the person who's leading the Red Brands, who are torturing this town, and who wanted to kill you, why are you trying to do something for him?
Okay, I throw my hands up in the air and say, you can't just shoot Glasstaff. He's a wizard with magical properties. An arrow is not going to kill him.
So am I!
I shot him.
Hey, Cyrus. So, let me get this straight. From a objective perspective here, this is the leader of the Red Brands?
Yes.
Yeah, the leader of the pack, if you will.
Vroom, vroom. Did you happen to ask him while you were down there where Threll's family is, or where Gundren is, or where Gundren's map is, or any information about Yarno and the Red
Oh,
Brands?
fuck, Gundren, that's what I was trying to find. I said Sildar instead, motherfucker.
Because we got a lot of quests right now, and adding another one's not really going to help me get my cousin back.
Especially one that does no good for anybody except for this unknown person who's trying to kill you.
Not trying to kill me, trying to kill all of us. And we wouldn't have necessarily had to take this quest had Varian not shot him, and it was the only way for me to keep everyone alive here. We were about to be ambushed. There's no way we were making it out of this without me agreeing to him. I'm going to hold up my arm and show them. So we have 7 days to get this item that he needs, or 4 days to get him 200 gold.
Yeah, I'm going to hold up my arm and show her where the arrow is still sticking out of my bicep because of his followers. I'm not doing anything for this guy. Where is my cousin? And by the way, ow.
Do you think that I want to do anything for him? All I know is that this item that he seeks is something that will give him... Well, actually, I don't know that. This item that he seeks is something very important, and it might give us leverage, and it might help us complete the rest of these quests. If he wants it, it can't be something good, and it has to be something powerful.
I'm going to storm off and go start...
What was that?
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, so let's find it for him and give it to him. That seems like a real good idea.
Can I
still have more arrows, guys. We can go back down.
Can I shoot? I don't want to say it out loud in case Glasstaff can hear me, but can I kind of shoot her a look that somewhat signifies that we'd find it and not just give it to him, like we would use it for our own leverage?
Sure.
What would that be?
No, you just do it. It's fine.
Okay. So do you perceive it?
So let me get this straight. This guy is so powerful that you want to do this for him, but yet you don't want to give it to him. So you're going to do all the hard work, and then he's just going to come kill us because you don't think we're strong enough to just go kill him instead.
Frankly, no, I don't.
So we're going to find this thing, and then he's going to come kill us and not have to do all the hard work.
Or maybe this thing will help us kill him.
I really don't think he would have us go get it if it would help us kill him.
It's locked away. It's in a complex chest. It's not something that we could easily get to. I don't think he's worrying about us being able to access it, but I think we're smart enough to figure it out.
Am I the
So
only one
what would
who
what would you have us do then? If we don't do this, we die. If we do this, we probably die, but we might stay alive.
She said doo-doo.
Knew it was coming.
Ricky, I've stormed off because I'm in utter disgust. So we're gonna try to help this guy, and I'm trying to pull the dead bodies into the armory so that they're not just like in plain view.
Varian, can you help me out here?
Sure.
You know this is not a guy to mess with. You felt what he did to you. Explain this to them.
I mean, he is human, or I mean, he is able
He
to.
is.
Okay, he is human.
Did your arrow do anything to him?
It pissed him off. He obviously didn't like it. I feel like it did something. He didn't shake it off like it was nothing.
I come running back over when I heard that he is human. What did you just say? He's a human?
He's a human, yeah. He takes arrows just like you and I, just like your forearm.
I'm gonna pull the traveling clothes out of my bag and say, any chance these are his? To either the two of you that saw him? Does it look like kind of...
Sigurd, I'm gonna have you roll an intelligence check.
All right. Natural 20.
Based on the description that they've given you of his height and weight, which I'm assuming that they give you when you ask about it. Yeah, you are pretty certain that these would be his traveling clothes. They're finely stitched, nicer than traveling clothes that you guys have.
What else did you find in that bag other than the traveling clothes?
Money, what I believe to be a healing potion based on previous experience, and what Kalen has deduced to be a potion of invisibility.
So it was his go bag. essentially.
Sounds to me like if things went south, he had a way out.
Not anymore, though.
So you want to go back?
I don't know what I want to do. I just trying to put the pieces together. Why would he need a quick escape out of his own lair? If he's the leader of this place, what could be in here that he would need to escape from?
Well, one guess would be the creepy voice dude.
I'm still certain the creepy voice had to have been him.
I don't see how he could have been swaying our people into that cavern while at the same time talking to you. I don't think anybody has enough concentration to do both things at once.
It seemed like he was doing something magical the entire time we were talking to him. I saw his orb glowing.
I knew something.
All I did was try to make sure that me and Varian left alive along with the rest of you. What you want to do from here, I'm willing to hear your suggestions. But if we did not make this deal, nobody would have made it out of this cave, cavern, lair, maze-like place.
Labyrinth.
So what do we do now? My cousin's still missing. I've got dead bodies to clean up. We have no more information about Yarno, Threll's family, and now we gotta go find something that you're not even sure who has it?
Yeah, go.
Well, I'll help you with cleaning up these bodies.
Right. I'm pulling the bodies into the armory so that if somebody patrols through here later, that, I don't know, trying to get them out of view.
When you go, so the female body, you pick up and drag pretty easily back to the armory. She was, further into the hallway. However, the male is heavier, and he was farther down the hallway. As you go into the crypt room, which is where he fell into, and start to pull him, I need you to roll. You don't have to roll. You hear a voice, a female voice calling out from the room that you guys have not been in, off the crypt room.
while they're hearing this, can I quickly yoink my javelins back?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Female voice from the room, the other door that we didn't go into from the crypt room.
Correct, and that door is now open.
Gonna call out there.
Is there somebody there?
Help us, please! You can't see anybody right now. What you're seeing into, along the far back wall, all you see is just like a pile of dirty, soiled clothes. And that's really all you can see into the room. You can hear someone yelling for help.
Did both of us hear that, or just me?
Both of you two.
I'll say, who's there?
I'm from the town. My name's Myrna. Help me.
Whisper to Kalen, what's the chance that the Red Brands know this chick's name and trying to put a trap in?
Myrna, what's your husband's name?
Uh-oh.
If you look through your notes.
Got him.
Do you give me the right answer? I guess it's better. Because I don't think I have it written down either.
It's Threll, Ricky.
What?
It's Threll if you want the right answer, or
Yeah, Threll. Thank you.
Well, it's either her or I know a lot about her.
Yes, it's Threll.
I say to Sigurd.
I guess yell back to the guys that we got a new situation up here. Come check this out.
I approach.
Dave,
Cool.
look very carefully.
What's the situation?
It would appear that we found Threll's family in that room that we haven't explored yet. She gave us at least 2 right answers, so I'm hoping it's not a trap.
Is there a door?
It's already open.
It's already open, Varian. My apologies. I'm not sure who opened it, but it wasn't me.
Can I see anything in there? Or
If someone's in need of help, I'm willing
Yeah, you see
to
a
go
pile
find
of-
out what happened.
Can I use like Mage Hand to move the clothes out of the way?
Sure. So you're gonna stay out of the room and use Mage Hand to move the clothes out of the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Freak some people out.
So you cast Mage Hand. You hear, yes, you hear 2 what you believe to be children kind of scream as all these clothes start moving. You get to the bottom and there's nothing. It's just a pile of old clothes.
Okay.
But I mean, you can't see
I hear children scream, so we're probably good.
all the way into the room.
I'll run to the room when I hear children scream. Try to help.
All right, so you bust through the door. Well, I mean it's open, but you run through, and what you find yourself in is a small makeshift jail, basically. There are 2 cells, one on either side of the room, one to your left, one to your right. In one side, there is a middle-aged human female, and in the other there are 2 children. They're probably they're more than 10, less than 14 probably, from what you can gather.
Guys, there's people in here that need our help.
I'm gonna post up at the door, facing into the crypt, and remove the arrow from my bicep while I'm standing guard, so to speak.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in the room also.
I would like to kind of go backwards while they're doing that. I'm gonna like sneak off and just check the entrance back to where Glassstaff was and see if he's sealed it up completely or if it's still openable.
Which one? The one at the top of the stairs or the bottom?
Oh, are both of them sealed?
Well, which
Well,
one are you trying to check?
They close when you walk through it.
Oh, well,
Walk through 'em.
I mean, I guess the first one
Okay,
first.
so all of you roll an investigation check, and then I'll jump back to you.
All of first.
Well, no, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm in there. I'm gonna crouch down by the children and try to calm them since I scared them.
Okay.
Do like little magic tricks and just show them that it was just a little trick and it's nothing to be scared of.
So yeah, So now that you're closer, it looks like one of them is 9 and one of them's 11. There are there's a boy and a girl. Both of them have just kind of a sandy brown hair. Both are human.
I have a skeleton key from up top in the manor. I'm gonna try it on the door to see if it works. I'm assuming that they're like locked in the cell.
Nope. Completely.
So you try the key in the cell, and it does not unlock it.
Well, let's come the skeleton key doesn't work.
Can I ask them how they got down there?
Sure. Are you asking the woman or the children?
The woman.
They kidnapped us. They took Thel. He wouldn't pay. And then they took us as collateral, but we haven't seen him. They took him out of the cell. I have no idea where he is.
Wouldn't pay what?
Their fees, their tariffs. We didn't have any money.
So what are they using you for here? Have you just been in the cell the whole time?
They were keeping us until he paid, but we don't have any money, and I don't know what they did with him. They were talking about selling us as slaves, and she just starts crying.
Can
at that point.
I hear them, Ricky?
Yes, you can.
Can I motion to the two that are in there to come back outside the door real quick?
I leave the door or leave the room.
I'm gonna say, just give us a minute. We'll be right back.
Guys, they're not aware yet that Threll's dead, and I think it would be best if they don't find that out until we get them back to safety.
I gasp and I say, "Threll's dead?"
You're the worst.
Can one of you figure out how to get them out of there? I'm not doing so hot, and I'd like to get back above ground.
So I take it then that you're no longer wanting to go talk to Glasstone about your cousin.
I believe now that we have to get them out of here first to safety before we concern ourselves with other matters.
I agree.
When I go back in, I'm gonna go back in the room. What kind of locking? How is it locked? Is it like a padlock or is it like a gate? Or
It's like a gate lock. So it's the cells are definitely makeshift. They weren't here originally, but the cells are constructed in a decent manner. So it's a flat piece of iron with a key slot in it.
okay.
Is it a door?
It's definitely a door.
Varian, what do you suggest?
Marianne, what do we do with doors?
This might be out of my door opening capabilities. I hate to admit.
Where did that damn Cyrus go?
The little one is usually good at locks, though. Where is she at?
Yeah, so you guys look around, and Cyrus is nowhere to be seen. Cyrus, you have gone through the first door, which opens with ease, and go down to the bottom of the stairs.
So I don't want to open it. I just want to check to see if I can figure out if it's sealed, if we could get back in if we wanted to. If it's locked or not.
So these doors are pretty impossible to pull open. They appear to push both directions. And you give it just a really light push, but you hit something hard on the other side.
Okay. Can I like investigate to see if there's a way I can figure out like what's blocking it or how it's sealed?
Sure, roll an investigation check.
15.
The door is through the small seam, in the wood, between the wood and the stonework. I mean, you can't see anything. It is completely dark. It's a very tight fit.
Okay, I'm gonna make note of that and then head back to join the party, hoping that they didn't realize I was missing.
Okay.
Is there anything in the carpenter's tools that I could like use to get into the lock, or like, I don't know.
So you're rummaging through all of your tools, trying to figure out if there's something you could use. And Carrick just walks back from the armory and hands you a key that he says, "I got this off those two guys that you dragged over there."
Oh, takes the key, and I go into
Carrick be the helpful one.
I let the mom put the key into the mom's lock and try to unlock it. Yes, I do. And try to unlock the door.
It does give way, and it opens up.
And then I let her out and hand her the key to try to
She
use it.
basically ignores you completely and runs over to her two children.
I follow behind her and slide the key over like onto her and see, let your kids out.
So she does quickly, just opens it up, hugs her two children, and kind of starts crying, realizing, just how probably close they were to being in a bad situation.
All right, well, let's get out of here while we still can.
So, should we take them to safety?
Yeah, we should get them to safety.
Yeah. Agreed.
All right, so you guys head back the way that you came from?
We could go through the gap. Never mind. Well, yeah, we'll go back the way we came.
Okay.
There aren't any like special bricks or whatever in the jail, are there? So that we don't have to go through the creepy crypt room.
Roll an investigation check. Perception check.
Am I gonna be able to tell? What'd you say? Perception?
Yep.
21.
21. Okay, so you look around. You keep away from the cells because you're not thinking that they would put anything in there. And you're looking around and you don't find any, thing out of place. You push on the walls here and there, but nothing gives.
Figured. All right, let's head back the way we came through the creepy crypt.
Okay. So you guys walk through the crypt. You walk back through the hallway, avoiding the large 20-foot hole. I mean, well, all of you except no.
Yeah.
And you guys make your way back through When you get out of the long hallway, though, through a door that you guys didn't see, on the other side of the room that you guys went into was on the right side of the kind of spring. On the left side of the spring, 3 red brands come through and are just watching you as you depart. Among them are 2 females and 1 male.
And they're not taking any action towards us?
Not right now.
Do I recognize them?
You do not. What's your marching order through here?
I'll go towards the back.
I'll go towards the front.
I'll be in the middle. I'll be in the middle with the VIPs.
I'll go first.
Don't you have less health than I do?
I got more blocky metal.
Do you?
I don't know.
Eric is with you.
I have a shield.
Sure.
Can I put my hand like kind of on Sigurd as he goes to move first and just kind of shake my head and walk in front of him?
Sigurd, do you allow that?
No. I shove her backwards.
Yep. So no, you cannot. He takes up a bit more room than you and is quite a bit stronger. So you guys come out into this kind of entry area, and you see the 3 red brands. And as you guys are ascending the stairs to kind of leave, the male yells out, "Hey, wait a second! Where are you going with them?"
Book it.
I cast thaumaturgy myself and make my eyes glow red fire, and say none of your business.
All right, roll intimidation with advantage.
21.
Yeah, okay. Kind of backs down and says, "Well, I guess the boss did say let you go. Just don't try to do anything else."
I whisper to everybody else, run.
So you guys quickly make your way out through the set of double stone doors at the top of the stairs, and you are back in the Tressendar Manor.
And we're just gonna keep going back to the town if we can.
Okay.
Or are you gonna stop us?
No, that's fine. So you guys head back to the town. As you guys are winding down the steps, the terrace out the front doors, there's a fire in the town.
Can we tell what building's on fire?
Perception check.
Natural 20.
Yeah, it appears to be the sleeping giant.
Is that their
Tannis, your buddy. Oh no, wait, that wasn't still there. What the hell's that guy's name?
Who was the guy that helped us?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Baron Edermath. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yes. And he went to a tavern. I don't remember.
To that one to cause the distraction. Looks like Darren went a little overboard with the distraction, guys.
I wonder if he's okay.
Well, we need to get Myrna and her family to the Stonehill Inn. I believe it was Trilina who was looking for her, and she should be able to help them.
Let's head to the Stonehill Inn. We can look for Darren in a little while.
Okay. So you guys, are you just traveling, or are you trying to pick up your pace and get into town?
I would like to move swiftly.
Yeah, I'd say we make haste.
All right, so you guys move quickly away from the Tressendar Manor. You move down the road. It's going to take you right past the Sleeping Giant if you take the main road. As you kind of get near, there's a large crowd gathered. So at the head of the pack, you see Darren Ettermeth. And he does look a little worse for wear. He has a long cut going from about the bridge of his nose down to his the end of his jawbone. It's been stitched up hastily, and there's still a little blood trickling from it, but he still looks the gruff old adventurer, and he seems to be leading a mob of people with makeshift weapons towards the Tressendar Manor. It seems that they have just recently set ablaze the Sleeping Giant.
Darren, I thought we were looking for a diversion, not a mob. What gives?
Well, we weren't expecting the town's participation, but once they saw that they could stand up to the Red Brands, well, they wanted to. Can we count you in our numbers? As he looks to the group.
Cyrus, what was that? Grass something? Tell him about the guy.
We encountered Glasstaff, I say to Darian.
Darren.
And then I just kind of give him a look.
So, okay.
Or Darren, whatever.
I was told he was something powerful. I wasn't there. Something about a lasso. Cyrus, you really think they should be heading up there with a bunch of pitchforks?
There's no way to get to Glasstaff right now. I suggest now is not the time to fight.
What do you mean, no way? Is he in there? Is the leader there?
He sealed himself off. I'm not sure where he is now.
They didn't notice, but I'm like joined the crowd. I've joined the mob.
All right. And he says, if he's there, if he has barricaded himself, we have a plan. He turns to you, Kalen, says, do you have the information I need? Do you have a map? How do I get in? Where is he?
I'll come with you. Somebody needs to drop Myrna and her kids off with what's her name?
Trilena?
Yeah, before that though, and make sure they're safe.
I'll go.
I can't hold them here much longer. If we're going to attack, it's going to be now.
What's your plan, Darren?
In the distance, you hear, "Kill Glasstone!"
It's inciting the riot.
So you ask what his plan is, and he says, there's strength in numbers. We go in all entrances that we can think of, and we pinch him in. We don't let him escape.
So I'm going to tell him...
We take back our town.
I move 50 feet to the right and say, pinch him in!
Kaylin, what'd you say?
I'm going to tell Darren exactly what we saw, like the entrances to the manor, and then the fact that there seemed to be only one way to get underneath, and that's through the wine cellar.
Is anybody gonna mention the fact that all these people could be turned into zombies?
Darren, we also encountered.
And stay away from any cave openings.
Any dark area, just don't go in there. It's bad news.
We encountered 5 red brands on the way out. 5? Something. 3.
I appear next to the group and say,
And there
"I
was
hate
also
zombies."
3. There was also 3 bugbears in Glasstaff's chambers. I'm sure there's more numbers than that. Do you think you can take all that on with a crowd of people who have no trained skill in fighting?
And at least 3 of us who do. Are you coming?
3 of us who were also turned into zombies.
Do we know what zombies are in this world?
He is a zombie.
Yes, I have faith. You may not realize it, but I do possess a small magical talent myself.
How far are we from the Stonehill Inn right now?
300-400 feet.
Can I see if Halia is in the crowd?
Make a perception check.
19.
You don't have a great vantage point. But you look through the crowd and I mean you don't really see her.
Okay, I look at my party, or whoever's there, since Varian has ran off somewhere and I can't see where he is. And I'm going to say, I'll take them back to the inn and I'll join your mob in a little bit. I have something I need to do, but I will join your fight. Let me take them back to the inn and you guys can go ahead.
Burn them all!
I don't like it. I don't want to leave you here by yourself.
Because you don't trust me?
Because earlier today there was a bounty on your head, and I'm not sure that's lifted yet. And even if it has, it may not have lifted in this town.
Well, I can go with her, so she's not going by herself.
I mean, realistically, how long would it take us to get to the inn and back? I'm pretty sure we could catch up to the mob.
I need to speak to somebody in town.
I mean, the mob is slow moving. You guys would be moving quickly.
All right, let's do it.
If she needs to speak to someone, I'm assuming it's someone you don't want us to know about.
Lady Tanis already knows about her.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hide anything. I just know we have a lot of different quests that we're on right now, and I think this is important before we go headstrong first into attacking Glasstaff.
Well, then let's
You
get
haven't noticed, we're attacking Glasstaff. With or without you.
Damn.
Either way, I'm going to go speak with this person first.
That's fine, but there's no way you're single-handedly turning around this mob.
All right, well then let's get to it because the mob is not getting turned around and they're not slowing down, so we want to get back before they hit the Cressendar Manor. So let's go.
I'm gonna go with Varian and join the mob, and then I look around and try and find Varian and realize he's not with me anymore.
Okay.
Now I'm just confused standing there.
I think that is a fantastic place to stop for the night.
Woo.
So thank you everyone for hanging out. If you're in the chat and watching on Twitch, if you're seeing this on YouTube, thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll get to see the conclusion to this big town-wide mob next week. We will be probably playing again on Tuesday, which is not our normal time. Hopefully we'll get back to Mondays at some point.
If you haven't yet, make sure you follow the stream. If our times do change, you will be notified when we go live. So throw a follow on the stream. You get to see a cool little dance. We got a few new followers today, which was awesome. Really appreciate anyone who followed the stream. It helps us a lot. And yes, J Crossed, it is over. And Plucky Purcell, thanks for hanging out. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Come back next week.
And if you're on Facebook, check us out at Starting Equipment. We do have a podcast as well that we are working on getting back on track. We took about a month's break, but I think we're going to get back started on that with a little more focus. So hopefully you guys can check that out and enjoy it as well. And you can also follow that on Twitter at Starting Equip. All right. Thanks, guys.
Goodbye.